So just
Thank
wanted to say
you. Drew, stop
that.
being cute. This is so.
Girl.
And I was gonna literally talk to you about your career because we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into everything. We're gonna get to housewives. Gotta get into
Okay.
your career because, again, to your point, now that you are on reality TV, that is
Yeah.
never going to take away from you being booked and busy since 2006. Period. Okay? Because
Since
I was on your site and I saw the history. Okay?
yes, yes.
Don't let a
Since
piece
I was
fool you.
8 years old. Don't let it fool you. I'm just opening up in a different way. That's what's new.
Absolutely. So let's get into the housewives because last night I think you officially earned your peach. I think that like last night I think that we finally figured out where Drew is sitting in this crew. So
Mm.
first of all, let's get into it because your hair looks so damn good. And secondarily, I would like to point out that at no point in this did I ever think that your hair looked bad. I never thought that the wig that they talked about so damn bad looked
You know
that
what?
bad.
Just high five you through this phone right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the hate is real. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't think I felt really good about my wig. And it's quarantine, COVID. We all been
Hmm.
locked in the house. Come on. Like, we're doing the best we can, which is what I said. But my thing is, like, why are we throwing negativity to each other? And we haven't even met. Like, let me give you a reason to be mad. You know what I mean? Let me give
Hmm.
you, I'm from Chicago. Okay, I can give
Heard.
you a couple reasons, but to just hate for no reason, I was really taken aback, to say the least.
Well, I felt like they were definitely hazing you. They were trying to see what you was made of. But the gag is it was LATOYA who ain't even been on the show her damn self, giving you the most heat, and it really threw me off. It was a lot of energy, and you're a very sweet
Yeah,
girl.
thank you. I'm like, spend less time on my wig, more time on the eyebrows. That's what I want to tell her now that I've gotten to know her and I've looked at her face a few times.
Well, and there we have that. But yeah, I was real confused about the whole wig situation, and I did feel like they were definitely trying to play with you about the
Yeah.
wig, and it continued and it continued and it continued, and then like let's get into this whole trip. So first
Mhm.
of all, let's talk about this bus ride. This 8 hour bus ride. First of all, before we even get into the trip, on a scale of 1 to 10, of all the trips that you have taken in your life, what would you rate that trip?
0. It felt like I was in prison. I actually said that to my husband. I was like, I felt like I was in prison, period. Like, I couldn't wait to wrap that trip on up because from the moment I walked in the door, I was having a great time. Me and Portia, we were having a good time,
Hmm.
great vibes, even after the 8 hour hot bus ride.
Yes, niece.
But it was just like, we going to turn up. We here. We don't have our
Hmm.
kids. We're going to make the most of it because that's just what we do. We make our lemons into lemonade, Leah. So here
Period.
we are, right? I love my room. I was appreciative. It was all going great until, she started coming for Fallon's husband.
Mm.
And I took offense to it because me being a wife and understanding the dynamics of marriage and the challenges that marriages face, to be a wife, I really hold that to heart. And I had to say something because as you've seen, Latoya is ready to throw away her husband, in the drop of a dime, like a trade in on a used car to Kenya. Like, that's what we're doing. No, I honor my marriage and I honor
Right.
marriages, relationships, and love. And I had to say something. And it was cute. It was fun. Just let me put you on notice. But then she proceeded to grab me.
Hmm.
I'm from Chicago, bitch. Don't ever grab
Saw
somebody.
it.
Like, anybody out there listening, like, who's okay with somebody grabbing them? Who's
Right.
okay with that? And I
Right.
definitely wasn't. And I went in the only way I know how to because I had to draw that line. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to disrespect me ever. And that's what happened.
Well, and I feel like also as well, it had been subtle attacks at that point. So it was,
Yeah.
they were trying you. They were
They
trying you.
tried. It was a good try. I'll give them a good try.
Oh, you gave them a good try because let me tell you when you said, "Oh, I got something for you too." I said, "I don't know what's." Listen, y'all don't have people run out on the floor, come in with guns, playing all time. I don't know what's going on next, baby. And then you brought the autographed picture out, and I said, "Drew, way to get your peach, sis."
Listen, you know what I'm saying? It was like I knew she was coming for the wig. I thought it was cute. But it was just like, girl, you are watching me. Like, I can't make a move without her knowing so much about me. She know about my husband. She's just so obsessed with every aspect of me, the game. I mean, she took it back to the game. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sitting here trying to give you Drew Pittman, and you want to just keep getting Drew Sidora from the game. Well, let's run it. And that's what we did. So she can hang it on her wall, and I appreciate it. So I was like, I'm not even mad at you no more. Like, I appreciate my fans because she can keep speaking on my name. Like, keep speaking my name, LATOYA. You know, it's all good. I'm sorry, biggest fan. And that's how I refer to her from here on out. She is my biggest fan, period.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And, you know, listen, speaking of this trip, I genuinely wanted to know because I was dumbfounded. Yeah. Kenya went and ordered herself some food and y'all was sitting there. So what was the time period from the time that y'all woke up to eating that pig feast before y'all had a full meal offered to you all?
Let me tell you, I was starving. Like, that hummus that I brought out for the girls, that was all I ate that day. I'm like, I smelled some eggs, but they weren't for us. It was like,
for Brooklyn.
I smell, yeah. Like, it was for Brooklyn. I'm like, I'm hungry. What are the plans of the day? Hummus was the plan of the day. So
I'm so weak.
We was snacking on hummus. And then did you see how she lied to me and was like, I'm PMSing?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I couldn't tell who said it because she said it so low. I was like,
oh, she said it. The woman, I'm like, well, okay. Well, then we all PMSing in because we hungry. Right. Like, what are we talking about? But that for me, watching it back, you know, because in filming everything, it was like I discern just not connecting with certain people. Right. And now watching it back, I'm like, that's why I didn't connect because they're just very inauthentic people, very fake. And I don't do fake. Like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. And you're going to know what you're getting from me because I'm going to give it to you just straight. That's how my mama raised me. So it was just like a lot of lies I'm seeing. I'm like, oh, it was PMS. I believed it in that moment, but now I'm like, that was a lie. Like, let's keep track of Kenya's lies at this point, and then we'll understand why her husband left her. I think she's making it very clear for all of us.
Well, goddamn, and that's on per. Listen, okay, this is the part that I was interested in, and now that you have retrospect and you can kind of look back at it, when Kenya told you, listen, I'm going to take this private jet, keep that on the low. What was it for you that made you be like, no. Like, I'm going to say something.
Right. So my thing is, you don't know me. And clearly we know that she doesn't like me. Why would you share a secret with me and you're sitting here amongst your friends and you're withholding information from your friends? It didn't make sense to me. And my thing is, we're talking about how we're getting there. So I was trying to see if she was going to be honest. I didn't say it. I just put her feet to the fire so that she would have to say it. And that's the type of friend I am. I'm going to always keep you honest. I'm going to always make you great. I'm going to always be that friend that's like, hey, sis, you slipping, whatever, if you allow me to be, because that's the type of friend that I know I am, and that's what I want. And so I never said anything. I just gave Kenya the opportunity to not be fake. So I was proud of her in that moment that she kept it honest. So yeah, clap for Kenya, everybody.
Baby, the lemonade, honey, you bringing more to the sun than I was ready for. Listen, I'm interested to see. I will say this. I know you can't talk about upcoming episodes or what plays out in the season. However, I'm going to ask this very blanket statement, and I just want to hear your thoughts because this is something that is in my mind.
Let's go.
Would you say after Cynthia's bachelorette situation, would you consider any of your castmates bi-curious, bisexual, or lesbian?
I will say this. There is one particular person who couldn't keep her tongue in her mouth.
And we know, in a confessional, honey.
And we know who's been thirsty. So I see you, biggest fan. I know she probably watching too, Leah. She probably on here right now.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, baby Drew. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.